Hello everyone. In the last video we have seen how we could use one of the collection class that is list. So in this video we are going to see set. Set is also a collection class. So what I will do, I will create a runnable class and we'll see by code. So let me click on this class and let me create a runnable class. And let's say the runnable class has 2. Okay, so there's a one big difference between your list and set. So set doesn't hold duplicate values, but whereas list can hold duplicate value. So you could have the same element. For example, let's say when you add, let this class get load. Yes, okay, so guys, let us start this for set. So here we are saying set example. Okay, so set and list, as I said, they are the syntaxes, and writing the code and syntaxes, they are quite similar. The only big difference is set doesn't contain duplicate values, whereas list can contain duplicate values. So if you get a scenario where you only want unique values, so at that time set would be the perfect example. So let's start. So to define a set, you simply need to use set, and here let me say it as example as my set equals to new set. Here also you need to define the type. As in the last video I have showed you, this type is very important. So again okay, let's use here integer. I will use integer. Okay, now to add elements in set, you simply have a function called my set dot add here, whereas if you see in list you have add start and add end methods, but here you simply have add method. So let's try to add few elements here. So I will add 1, and let me add second here my set dot add, and let me add 2, and let me say here my set dot add, and let me again try to add 1, and here let me say my set dot add 4. So here inside my set I have added 4 elements, that is 1 2 1 4, but technically behind the screens what is happening, so what is happening, 1 is getting stored, okay, then this 2 gets stored, okay, then you see 1 is here, right? So what will happen, this 1 will be replaced with this one, okay, and then 4 will get added. So behind the screen this will look like this. We'll see even with output as well. Now we have defined set, we have added few elements, but how we can iterate through our set. So in our list cases we have seen 2 methods, right? Enumerator and iterator. So the similar fashion we can also say in set, but only one syntax will be changed. There you have something called list iterator, right? So but here you have set enumerator. So then you could simply define enumerator. You could say equals to, here you could use myset dot get enumerator function. So you could simply say myset dot get enumerator dot get enumerator. And now to access from your loop, you could simply say while, you could say enumerator here, and again you need to use the same function, that is move next, that will increment and will iterate. I will start my loop, I will close my loop, and here I will simply display my value. Now since I'm dealing with integer value, so I simply cannot use info, I will need to use set as well, like strfmt function as well. So what I will say here strfmt, I don't want to display any value. I will simply say here this one and write this. Okay, again here same thing. To get the or to if you want to access element, you could simply use this current function here. So let me close these two braces. And here let me say, or let me add an info statement here that we are using an enumerator. Now we'll also see how we can access the same thing through iterator. So to access iterator, you could simply say set iterator. So only the syntax is changed, like instead of list, now you have set. Iterator equals to new set iterator, and inside your iterator you need to pass your set. So what is your set? Your set is my set. And we'll close this. Now to access, again same thing, while here you will say iterator, and then you will say dot, you will say more, you will use this more function, and here I will start displaying my value. So I will simply say info iterator dot value, and here what I will say, I will add one more info statement here. I will simply say iterator use. Okay, so we have seen two methods how we can iterate through our sets. Now let's see some more important function. Okay, so this is an important function in your set. So let's say my set dot in. So this in function is very useful. Here you will need to pass your set element. So let's say if you see here inside our set, 3 element is not available. So what I will do, I will say here 3, and now this should return me false. Okay, so what I will do, I will say here if I get this element, like that is 3 element inside my set. So you simply say here info 3 exist. So practically when we'll run this code, then you will able to understand. And here let me write one more statement, if my set dot in, and let me pass element 4 here because 4 really exists. 4. So again let me create a statement here, and I will say info 4 exists. So technically this will return false, so our code will not run for, and so basically this statement will not get executed. But whereas you could see 4 is available inside our list, so this will get print. So this will get printed. So this in function is very, very useful. Let's say if you want to know the certain element is available inside your list. So there are two more important functions. So those are basically union and difference. So let's do one thing. Let us create one more set. So I'll say set, and let me say it as set2, and I will say new set, and here I will define my type. So as I'm using integer, so I will use integer here. Okay, so in our current set, the output looks like this 1, 2, 4. So what I will do, I will add 2 elements 4 and 5 here. So let me add set dot add. Okay, so here set2 dot add. As I want to add my 4, I will say 4 set2 dot add, and here I will say 5. Alright, so now we'll use a function here that is set dot difference. Okay, so inside your difference you need to pass two set. So if you want to differentiate set number 1 from set number 2, so let's say here I will put my set and then I will put set 2 here. Alright, now let us store, since we are going to another set from this, so we'll say one more set. So we'll say here set, I'm going to define an object. So what I will do, I will say difference set equals to this. Now similarly we have one more function here, that is union set. So I will say set, so is a union. Okay, so union is, take everything and create another set. So I will tell you practically with example what does it mean. Set 2, set 2, and let's go here. So what I will do, I will store this set inside a store as well. I will say set, and here I will say union set. Okay, and now I will add here info statement so that we'll get output, nice output. So I'll say toString, and here let me say info union set dot toString. All right, so let us trigger. So here we need to add that iterator dot next as well. So let me do that. Let me trigger the build now. So now you can see output here. So what I will do, so I'll go here. So initially we see this enumerator is here. So this enumerator, it get printed, and we should have 1 2 4. So it's the enumerator, then we have 1 2 4, and then we have iterator use here, iterator use, and then again we should have 1 2 4 one more time. So we'll go back here and we'll see 1 2 4. All right. So if you see here, we have 4 exists. So this 4 exists is coming from here. This one doesn't get printed because 3 is not available inside our set. And then we did a difference of set, that is difference of my set. So when you will go here, you see 1 and 2 is here. So as 4 was also available in this set, okay, yeah, here we go. So let me tell you what has happened here. So we have 2 sets, right? So let me put comments here. So inside our my set, we have these elements. We have 1, we have 2, we have 4, right? And now inside this our set 2, we have these elements like 4 comma 5. Okay, now sorry, here we should have 5. Excuse me, here 4 comma 5. So now when you see difference here, so you see the difference my set minus set 2. So if you see here, 1 and 2 should come because 4 and 4 gets cancelled, so you will get 1 and 2 output. And now when you will union this, so you will get 1 2 4, 1 2 4 5. So at the end you should have union 1 2 4 5. Alright, so let us understand code one last time. To define a set, you can simply use my set, new set, and here you are going to use the data type that you want. And now inside your set, you added elements. You added 1 2 1 4. but when you will add this particular statement, this will get deleted and you will have this one will get stored. Okay, so this will basically get replaced with new values. And then to iterate into your set, we have used enumerator. So here you can simply say my set dot get enumerator, then use this move next function, and to access your current element you can simply use current here. Then this is the way to do looping, that is iterator. Here you define the object, you use more function, then you to get the value use value function. Now inside our set we have a very important method, that is in. So in actually tells whether this element exists inside your set or not. S3 was not available, so this statement returned false. So eventually this code, this statement line number 37 doesn't get executed, but whereas 4 was available inside our my set, so that's why this statement get executed and we can see in output 4 exists. Then we define one more set and we said that inside our set the element would be integers. Then we added two elements here, that is element 4 and element 5. Then we created one more set. We use this function difference. Here we minus set with set2. So when we did minus, so basically we'll only get values from my set only. So what do we get? We get 1 and 2 because 4 gets cancelled. So we get the output 1 and 2. Then we use this toString function to see the output. Then again here we used the union operator. So what does union operator? Union operator collects everything and remove duplicates. Okay, it selects everything and removes duplicates. So that's why it shows us the output 1, 2, 4. Now this 4 gets wiped out because 4 is already available here, then 5 is here. So thank you for watching this video.